Hi everyone, Hirsch Saha here, reporting from Auckland, New Zealand as usual. Today is the 20th of January 2024. Geez, hard to believe that this New Year's already almost a month in. Time goes fast, as it usually does, and I guess a bit sadly, seems to be the rate at which it goes fast seems to be increasing as well. Like we keep saying, oh, this year went fast. We keep saying to ourselves last year went fast, but it's like this year went even faster. Bit like Adam Sandler's Remote back on that 2006 movie Click, a bit like that. But anyway, I guess that's just how it is. This YouTube video is actually an idea I've had for years and years and years, and I'm sure it's an idea that's debated and spoken about and given a bit of airtime here and there. But I still think it's one that we can definitely be reminded of if we have heard it before, and that's just simply the question: how smart is too smart? I remember hearing from a university lecturer once that the truth is we all of us don't know everything, but there are those of us. Oops, sorry, that's my phone. But there are those of us who realize it completely, those of us who realize it in part, and those of us who don't realize it at all. Who do think we know everything, but of course we don't. But the concept how smart is too smart. I know it can be subjective, but giving some examples like a relative of mine, actually a close relative, he is very, very intelligent, and he's always been basically since the very beginning. Some of the things he said, and he would come up with just immediately, and you're like, oh my god, that is just so intelligent. I would say he's as smart as even Barack Obama, maybe even smarter. But I remember asking him point blank once, what is it like to be so intelligent? Like you seem to know what's going to happen at the end of a movie after only 15 minutes into the movie. You just always seem to have things figured out. You just always can see a better way of doing things, even from what has been tried, suggested, or what's been currently being done. And he told me something quite interesting. He said it's actually, to be honest, being very, very intelligent, it's actually quite frustrating because think about it, everyone else is behind, slower than you. Everyone else is dumber than you. Everyone else is behind you, and you're like, oh, get there faster, or can't you see that, or oh, it's so obvious to me. How come it's not so obvious to you? A bit like working at a slow computer, if you remember that. Geez, think thinking of a slow computer, either the computer is running slow or the internet is running slow. Not really a problem now in the year 2024, but anyone who used a computer, say before 2010, certainly before 2005, will know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's interesting. That's what he said. Actually, being too intelligent or being very smart is not what it seems. Because yeah, just think about it. Everyone else is behind you. Everyone else is slower than you. It can actually be very, very frustrating. And yes, you can see what's going to happen in a movie just about 15 minutes into it. It means you can't enjoy it. I've also noticed how he doesn't laugh at a lot of jokes on TV shows and movies because he sort of gets it that much, so it doesn't make him laugh. And obviously, it's good to when something makes you laugh. It's like I said in another video, smiling and laughing, is good, even good for your health, despite what you eat or how much you exercise, things like that. Smiling and laughing is always good. And of course, we all enjoy a good movie, especially one that really has us thinking or guessing to the very end, and then we get to the end and we're like, oh my god, that's what happened. It was him or her who was behind it all. So yeah, a little bit like one of my older videos, actually one of my first videos called "The Disadvantages of Good Looks." You might remember. Similar thing with being very, very intelligent. It can actually be quite frustrating because everyone else is simply dumber than you, and you don't fit in, and you don't enjoy things in the same way as everyone else. And the same goes, I would say, yes, with having very good looks, something I'm definitely not familiar with, but having very, very good looks or being even very wealthy, I guess with having very good looks or being very wealthy, other people are just naturally, jealous of you, and sometimes it can alienate you from them, and it's hard to sort of get on with them, but like I said in that video. So yeah, it makes you think, I guess I'll leave that one with you guys. How smart is too smart? How smart would you want to be until you reach a level where you think, oh no, that's enough. Yeah, definitely one to ponder. Thank you.